Okay, good day everyone. So I've got a question today. This is from Rob, and he's saying that he's finding it difficult to push the same amount of watts on the indoor trainer as what he would out on the bike. So it's easier for him basically out on the bike than what it is on the indoor trainer. Now, someone else also put a comment on there saying that more than likely one of the reasons for it is you're overheating. And that I would agree with 100%. Overheating on the indoor trainer is a big problem. You need to make sure you've got a fan. Now, this is what I use. I either use this big industrial air mover. You can use any sort of fan. You don't have to go as big as this one if you like, but you can get something like a normal pedestal fan, or a lot of people just set their indoor trainer up underneath a wall-mounted air conditioning unit or something. You need to make sure you are being cooled when you're on it. If you're not, you're basically just going to overheat, and it will impair your ability to do a proper workout on the indoor trainer for definite. It's going to alter results for sure. So you're not going to get true readings. You're not going to get true data if you're overheating. So cooling yourself is a definite must, because don't forget, when we're out on the bike, we've got that air movement around us that's cooling us down. You might not think it's doing a lot, but it is. It's cooling us down, keeping our system nice and cool. So when I get this air mover set up, I put it right bang in front of me in the warmer weather, so it's hitting me head on. When it's in the winter, I'll still use it in the winter, but what I'll do is I'll just kick it off to the side, and then that air movement's just going around me. So it's still moving the air. The air around me isn't still, it's moving, and that's keeping my body temperature good. So definitely you need to sort that out, and by doing that you will also be able to get better data, because when you're on the indoor trainer, it's the only time within your training routine, it's the only time where you get to control the environment. You get to control it 100%, the environment. So by doing that, you can get your training routines the same each time. So that means that the data you're collecting, which you should be collecting your data from your power meter if you've got a power meter, and from your Garmin device, whatever computer you use to collect your data, you should be collecting that data and then analyzing it. You analyze the data, and that will then enable you to build a better training program to enable you to get stronger and more efficient on the bike. And by collecting the data and reading the data, I've said on lots of other videos before, you've got to read that data. There's absolutely no point in having a power meter, and no point at all in having a computer on your bike if you're not going to have a look at the data and work out where you're going. The other good thing about the collecting that data and reading the data and understanding how it all works is not only to build yourself up a good training program to make you stronger and more efficient, but it will help you prevent injuries. When you're training, if you're not training to a plan as such, there's a good chance you're going to injure yourself at some point. If you've got a more structured plan, because you're collecting data and you're looking at that data and you understand the data and you've got a more structured plan, less likely chance of you getting injured on your training sessions or out on the bike at any time. So definitely cool yourself down. It'll make your training more effective, and you'll be able to build up a much better picture of exactly what you're doing if you make the environment on the indoor trainer the same each time. So there you go. Hope that's answered a few questions, and you got any questions or comments, you can pop them down below.